And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. I'm expecting a busy day and plenty of videos like this discussing the incomings coming to this football club. Now, yesterday was disastrous. I'm actually going to use that word disastrous, despite us not losing the game. We were awful. And I would go as far to say that was Danny Rule's, was the worst performance under Danny Rule that I have seen so far. And actually showed me a lot that I already knew about this January transfer window was that we need quality, creative quality, players that can stick the ball in the back of the net first and foremost, and of course players that I can actually create chances out with from set pieces, because that has been a struggle so far this season. Now, we have got some good news. That comes with a bit of a caveat, so we are going to be discussing it. As you can read there in the title, Rangers have agreed a striker deal. As always, guys, we are going to be breaking it down in today's video, but first, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. So, Ryan Naderi, a player that we've been discussing quite a lot here on this channel. Rangers submitted 3 different bids on trying to get the German striker to Ibrox this January transfer window. All 3 of those that we reported to you were in fact rejected. However, it does seem as though Rangers have reached a verbal agreement with Handstad Rostock for the striker Ryan Naderi, and he is expected, though, to arrive in the summer. Now, that's annoying because I feel that we need him now. However, as expected, a move for Cameron Archer is now in place and is likely to be signed off from Southampton on deadline day, which is today. So Ryan Naderi is going to be joining Rangers Football Club, but at the end of the season, which is no good for this title race, obviously. And it looks as though we're going to be getting Cameron Archer instead. But we have effectively agreed a deal, but just in the summer transfer window. And a lot of people are, kind of frustrated with this. This user here says, I very much like the look of Ryan Naderi. Not buying him now with him not coming till the summer is actually downright negligent. We signed a left back, centre mid and a winger when we have fairly reliable options in all of those positions. Our strikers are nowhere near fairly reliable. And that is the reality. And if you watched the game yesterday, you can see that is clear as anything. We need a striker now. Now, is Cameron Archer going to be the man that is going to take us towards a title? Now, are these stats going to take you anywhere near to a league title? Are they reliable enough for us? At Southampton, 54 games, 4 goals. Aston Villa, 0-0. I mean, these stats are rotten. Let's be perfectly honest here. Now, again, I've seen this story play out many, many times. When we get this sort of loan signing that's not really performing well in January, and they go on to do nothing, like Fabio Silva, like other sort of strikers that have come before him. And this is the reality at where we stand here. Because if we don't get some quality, and I'm not talking about Cameron Archer, yes, Ryan Naderi is some quality, and we've agreed a deal, great, cool. But if we don't get some quality this January, then we can say goodbye to the title, because I've seen enough in that Hibernian game to suggest we haven't got enough quality up top. And that is the reality here. However, we have agreed a deal for Ryan Naderi for the summer, and it does look as though Cameron Archer will be joining us in January. In other news, Rangers may have been focused on their goalless draw with Hibernian on Sunday afternoon, but behind the scenes, the club's transfer operation continued to gather pace as deadline day looms. As ever, when the window reaches its final hours, attention quickly shifts from the pitch to recruitment meetings, negotiations, and last-minute decisions that could shape the remainder of the season. Danny Rule has overseen a busy winter period so far, with Rangers already completing 3 incoming deals aimed at strengthening the squad for the Scottish Premiership run-in. Andreas Skov Olsen is the latest addition, following Tochi Chukwani and Tor Romans through the doors in January as the club looks to add balance, depth and quality across the pitch. There is still interest in further reinforcements before Monday evening's deadline, with Ryan Naderi wanted from Hansa Rostock. However, at this stage of the window, exits appear closer to completion than any fresh arrivals. Several players are now edging towards the exit door as Rangers attempt to streamline the squad and correct lingering issues from previous recruitment drives. Clinton Nsiala looks set to become the first departure on what promises to be a hectic deadline day. The defender is closing in on a move to Belgian side KVC Westerlo, with journalist Sacha Tavolieri reporting that an agreement has already been reached between the two clubs. According to those reports, the deal is structured as a loan move with a non-mandatory purchase option at the end of the season. Ansiala is expected to leave Scotland on Sunday evening and travel to Belgium ahead of his medical, which is scheduled for deadline day on February 2nd. Should the move be made permanent, a long-term contract running until 2029 is said to be on the table, a clear indication of Westerlo's belief in his potential. This latest development underlines the ongoing cleanup operation taking place following a disastrous summer transfer window. Kevin Thelwell's recruitment strategy left the club with an unbalanced squad, and the consequences were swift, with Russell Martin becoming the first managerial casualty. Thelwell soon followed, but many of the players signed during that period remained at the club, leaving Rowe with the task of extracting value where possible. To his credit, Rowe has managed to stabilize the situation and coax improved performances out of several individuals, but further changes now appear inevitable. Danilo is also expected to depart before the deadline, with the striker already spotted back in Holland as negotiations progress. Joe Rothwell could be another player heading for the exit, with the English midfielder struggling to make the required impact and a return to the Championship looking increasingly likely. Regardless of how the final hours unfold, January has already been an intense and transformative month for Rangers. Business has been conducted at both ends of the squad, and the sense is that movement will continue right up until the final whistle of the window at 7 p.m. on Monday evening. However, the footballing reality remains clear. A 0-0 draw at Easter Road did little to advance Rangers' cause, and if they are to remain firmly in the title race between now and the end of the season, further improvements, whether through late additions or decisive squad management, will be essential. Ultimately, Rangers now find themselves at a crucial juncture. With the transfer window set to slam shut and the margins in the title race already fine, there is little room for hesitation. Outgoings appear inevitable, and while they may help correct past mistakes, the pressure is firmly on the club to ensure the squad left behind is strong enough to compete. Sunday's stalemate at Easter Road served as a timely reminder that solid foundations alone will not be enough. Rangers must find greater cutting edge and consistency if they are to keep pace at the top between now and the end of the campaign. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.